Hello, I'm Ryan Zink, and this is Creative Intuitive Solutions. And I'm talking today about the winter eclipse that is going to happen December 25th this year, 2019. And it just so happens that it falls on the Christian holiday Christmas. So what I've become aware about this eclipse so far is that it's 2020, and it holds the numeric value of 2, and 2 and 2 is 4. So sometimes you have to look into things a little bit further because there's wordplay involved also. So a lot of people are into 4D and the fourth dimension, and 20 and 20 is 40, 4D. So that's a little interesting. And 4 is also, to me, the number of the heart. Not only is it the fourth chakra, but there are 4 chambers to the heart. So 2020, we're going to be dealing with issues of the heart. And the heart is really the space where you can, to me, have the most change. There's no polarization in the heart, from what I believe and from what I know. So when you drop down into your heart, you can create change that doesn't have as much polarity. So people will be getting more and more into their heart space as a result of this eclipse. And what I really want to share today is a meditation I did on the first eclipse, the first part of this year. Can't remember which month that was in, but if you think back to the last eclipse of this year, I did this meditation, and I want to walk you through it right now because it's really beneficial, and it can help you set an intention for what you want out of the eclipse. And it also helps you clear up any I don't want to say, I don't know if karma is the right word, but it helps you go back to other lifetimes and set an intention in those lifetimes when you were involved in eclipse, and maybe you were aware of them when they were happening in those other lifetimes, or maybe you weren't. So this helps you go back to set an intention for those past eclipses and also for this one. So I urge anyone that may not be familiar with meditation to give this a try. This can be a great opportunity to explore, and you get to use the power of your intention and the power of the eclipse to create some change and to also do some manifestation work as well. So the new moon and then the eclipse is a great time to kind of set your intention at the new moon and kind of harvest what you've wanted to manifest at the new moon. And it's also going to be an eclipse at the end of the cycle. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath. And maybe you've been going and going all day, and you're just going to give yourself 10 minutes here to create an intention for yourself and to get some of your own personal energy going in your body. And just take a deep breath through your nose. Out through the mouth. And you can listen to this with headphones. You can come back to this when you have more time. And if you like this video, go ahead and click like and subscribe because there will be more. In through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Then out in front of you, just visualize a grounding cord. And it's just a vertical line of energy. And I like to use a gold line of energy. And you're just going to connect it to the base of your spine, right at your tailbone, all the way down, and connect it into the center of the earth. And as you connect in, just take a deep breath through the nose. And out through the mouth. Just feel yourself grounded. Maybe you notice a slight change in your body. And we're going to use some visualization here. And this is going to start with pretend, because maybe we're not aware of all the lifetimes we've had. But we're going to pretend that we know how many times we've incarnated. And if you're not into reincarnation, you can just play along and see if you get a number for maybe how many incarnations you've had. And right now I'm getting the number 1,000. So I know I've incarnated more, but I'm getting the number 1,000. So whatever number you get, go ahead and put little bubbles out or little lines in the room that you're in that are going to represent all of those lifetimes. So now I can see out in front of me with my imagination 1,000 bubbles in my room. And I just want you to give each bubble or line a grounding cord and just drop it into the center of the earth. Take a deep breath. And then bring all your lines or bubbles to gold, to the color gold. Maybe you see them as multiple colors or as white. Just bring them all to the color gold. And let them be grounded to the earth while you work on this. And then just kind of take a glance at all those little bubbles out in front of you in the room that you're in. Kind of organize them, put them in a line. And just kind of glance and picture that you're giving your consciousness now, your attention to those bubbles. And the bubbles that you've put out in front of you are all the times that you've been involved in an eclipse. So you're just going to consciously tell yourself in those lifetimes to set an intention for those eclipses. And let's just pretend that you're right at the point in those lifetimes out in front of you, and I've got 1,000, that you're an hour before the eclipse happened in those lifetimes. And you're going to just tell yourself in those lifetimes out in front of you, just with your imagination or with your thought or your internal voice, to pay attention to the eclipse that's happening for you in those lifetimes. And to set an intention to maybe meditate while that eclipse is happening. And to be grounded into the earth. Take a deep breath. And express to yourself in all those lifetimes, just with your thought or your inner voice, just simultaneously to each one, that the eclipse is powerful and that you can use it to manifest what you need. And that you can use it to kind of reveal what's hidden within you. And that your intention in those lifetimes would be that the eclipse helped you realize something about yourself that was important. Kind of like self-actualization. And just picture you having that happen for you in those lifetimes, that the eclipse really did reveal something that was hidden and that you were able to learn and grow as a result in each of those lifetimes. Whereas before we did this exercise now, maybe you weren't aware in those lifetimes that the eclipse can actually do that. And take a deep breath. And then just picture all those bubbles or lines that represent all your lifetimes in those eclipse times to kind of dissolve and disappear. And then go ahead with your eyes closed and you're grounded into the earth. Just set an intention for this eclipse that we're going to have in December 25th, 2019, that something be revealed to you that you weren't aware of before, or maybe many things. And as you become aware of it, that it helps you learn and grow in your current life. And then just set the intention that for the new moon in December, maybe there's something you want to manifest, maybe a happy holiday, or a peaceful December, or even something as extravagant as a new car, job, or home. Or maybe it's something as simple that things are just easy. Life is easier. It's not hard. It can be something really simple. Or maybe it's that you're always in the right place at the right time. Or maybe it's that people are always kind to you. Or maybe it's when you give, at some point you receive back. So it's a continuous cycle of giving and receiving. And that it's easy. It can be simple things that you feel rested when you wake up. It doesn't always have to be something huge. But feeling good when you wake up each morning can be huge if you don't feel that way. It can be something as simple as that your sleep pattern improves. So just set your intention. Maybe you need a moment to think. Maybe you've got multiple intentions. And if you go back to this, you can do that for those other lifetimes too, where you set good intentions for yourself. And just take a deep breath. Let it out through your mouth. Open your eyes. And if you like this video, click like and subscribe. And you can always come back to this not only during this eclipse, but during any eclipse. This is great for any eclipse. Notice what you become aware of in 2020 and make it a great new decade. Thanks.